All right, y'all. What up, everybody? Welcome. It's game time. Week 1, TTE Talks, TTE ESPN, whatever you want to call us, your couch cousins. Vita Van Pelt here with soy sauce. Fale, we ready to get it in, fellas. How are you guys doing today?
Are you ready for some football?
Football.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
I ain't gonna lie,
sir.
bro. I ain't never been excited for football until I started rocking with y'all a couple years ago. Usually I'm just like, football is just a pastime because the Eagles sucked at the time. This gets me by the basketball. I'm excited now.
They still suck.
No. He said, all right,
It's a
yeah, nah,
family
I
friendly
love it.
show,
I'm
so
ready. Yeah, this is definitely been an off season. I'm glad that we are at the point where it's done now. It's this is how you know the NFL has us by the polos, bro. The shortest season, and we spend all off season talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Now we're technically on the downhill of it because we only get this stuff for like what 20 weeks, and then it's gone again, and then it's gone again.
yep.
So yeah, we spend more time talking about it than it actually happening, man. So yeah, all right, y'all. You've been rocking with us. We are through all of our divisional conferences recaps. It is game time. We are in the week 1. Fellas, before we get started, we good? Everybody good? Everybody doing good out there?
Big chilling.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. We just the way we do it, we just walk through the schedule, y'all. Week 1, walk through each game, give our previews. We can't recap nothing. Previews and picks, baby. That's all it is for week 1. So first up, oh wait, news. Nicholas Bosa, Money Man Bosa got his bread, y'all. 34 million a year.
That man got
Smackaroonies, what
paid
y'all think
his
about that
weight
deal?
in gold.
What y'all think about that deal?
He deserves it. He
Well
deserves it.
deserved.
Now I just wish we would talk about running backs like that getting
Mm-hmm.
paid. But hey, shout out to Bosa. You deserve that.
Yep.
They did it at the perfect time. Now that just means Chris Jones probably ain't gonna get paid.
That was a question. It's a good question because like sometimes I think people forget like you're setting the market ahead of itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when Chris Jones and Aaron Donald and them got paid, they set the market. But that was a couple years ago. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like somebody eventually has to come past you. And it shouldn't be a bad thing because like just more teams have more money to give. You know what I'm saying? Like just more teams have more money to give. I just really go off the percentage of it. I think it's a good move. Like you said, he's worth his weight in gold, bro. The man's is worth his money. Micah Parsons is in the background, just like, yo, can I touch 40? Like when it's my time, can I touch? You know what I'm saying? Like Micah's like, can I touch 40 when it's my time? Like you just got to keep leapfrogging when it comes time. So I just want to know, like, in the grand scheme of it, when does this set 49ers foundation start crumbling? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they can't repay somebody down the line.
They
So,
gotta pay a lot
but
of people,
Bosa,
bro.
no, I think a lot of them's already paid though. Debo, Kittle,
Mm-hmm.
Williams, Bosa, everybody who we know is paid except I think Ayuk. I
Ayuk,
think
yeah.
Ayuk. Yeah, I think he's the only one not paid. So
The odd one
CMC,
out too.
his contract should be coming up soon here in a couple years.
yeah, but I think they still technically got this year and next year on it, and Carolina's still covering a good amount of that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't really got to worry about it.
Well,
Honestly, man, I look at it like the best way for me to look at it is like when you're sitting on sneakers too long and they retro it and they drop a whole new same shoe, just is newer. That's kind of I feel like that's what Chris Jones is turning into, man. Like you're an older cat. I don't think you're gonna touch anything that he Bosa just got paid.
That's the question is, do you pay him compared to Donald or do you pay him compared to all pro pass rusher? You know what I'm saying? Like
It's tough.
is he like yeah, like it's just a borderline. But I also think in my perspective of Chris Jones is I feel like he's at the Tyreek Hill stage where people are like, no, you take a pay cut to stay with a winner. Like, no, these two dudes were foundational to y'all being a winner. Like, I think they're kind of like Tyreek done said it. He's done after this contract. I think Chris Jones is kind of at that, you know what, I'm on my last leg. I want to go out on my high horse. And like, I don't think winning is the full driving force for them, you know, more.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
I feel like they got other things that they kind of want to do outside, and they're just like, look, if I got to go here to do that stuff, that's just kind of the vibes I'm getting
Yeah.
off of it now.
I kind of look
You
at
know what I'm saying?
I look at Chris Jones, his floor for his contract should be Javon Hargrave. It's 4 years, 84 million. That's 20, 21, 23 million a year, 21 million a year.
And
That
I
should
heard
be
they
the
tried to give.
absolute floor.
I heard his number was way higher than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be way higher than that. But like, if I'm
No,
looking
but
at what Javon Hargrave is making as an older cat that probably should have been an All Pro Bowl guy last year, yeah, that's like the absolute floor. Like that should be the
that's what's
minimum
saying.
you're willing to take.
The discussions are going on long enough is that I don't think it's the number no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's specifically the number no more. I feel like it's something else outside that Chris wants, and I think he's probably still trying to weigh his options.
That man want
Just to be real,
guaranteed
like
money.
yeah, like I feel like the number is close enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how you could discuss it this long and it not be close enough to where it can't be an outside factor that's kind of maybe not football that is, stressing you. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we talk about Tyreek going to Miami because it's like no tax, state free, right? But we obviously Tyreek on like a social media and other ends has been more engaging since he left. Like it just kind of feels like nah, I don't think it's the money that's holding him back. I think it's something else. So we'll see, man. Y'all think with that being said, are we ev- previewing this Kansas City game in the light of Chris Jones playing or not playing? Because he said today, which will be tonight, Wednesday night, you pay me, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he could get paid. He could get paid tomorrow, Thursday morning, when y'all see this, and be on the field ready to go. So,
I don't think they
are
pay him.
y'all? You don't think they pay him?
I don't think they do.
Ooh,
No,
very
I don't think they
interesting.
pay him. They're gonna be without potentially Travis and
And
Chris
Travis,
Jones.
and Travis isn't ruled out yet, though.
Yeah, no, he's not. I mean,
I think he's gonna play.
yeah, I think he's gonna play. Like you spend one day. If anyone's had any knee hyperextensions, you spend one day on a wobbly knee. You give it another day. You give it a couple days, and you're just like, if I throw a brace on this, I might
Yeah,
gonna be cool. And then just sit the whole week in practice, and then I'll be cool for the next game.
Yeah, because
yeah,
they got a longer week to
yeah. They got time.
rest too. So
They got time. So, all right, let's get into it. Detroit, Kansas City, Thursday night game, season opener. When I first saw this, I said, yo, they're giving Detroit the alleyway to showcase themselves, or they're sending you to the slaughterhouse. And with Chris Jones and Kelsey might not be playing Thursday night, I have changed my tone. I still got KC winning, but I've changed my tone on the thought that Detroit needs to steal this game. So what are y'all
I
thoughts about
agree.
Lions coming up to Arrowhead?
I agree.
mm,
They got to get this one,
But
man. The Lions got to get this one, especially with their projection of winning the division. Even though if y'all want to peep what we said, go back and look. We had the Vikings winning. I think overarching, except for that guy all the way on the right. He picked the
yeah.
Packers, whatever.
yeah.
Which I almost changed. I almost changed. Y'all watched the last episode, but I feel
Yeah.
like Detroit definitely got to steal this game, man. They
Gotta steal this.
need this.
They gotta steal this one, bro.
The cards are
Like
in their hands, bro. Like it's theirs to lose. Yes, they're in Kansas City. Yes, they're at Arrowhead. Yes, it's still Patrick, damn near mini goat Mahomes. Still got Andy Reid over there.
yeah.
But now's
What
the
you think,
best
Pilot?
time.
Yeah.
They lose this game, they down into the division already. they lose this game, they third place. Forget them.
Yeah. So I told you I already felt Detroit was slighted coming into the year because I forgot the other receiver they just had. I think that's out, but like J-Mo is gonna be out for 6 games. Jameson Williams
Yeah.
is gone for 6 games off of suspension. So it really is just kind of St. Brown, great offensive line, and good running back duo. You know what I'm saying? So what does Detroit need to do to leave out of Kansas City with a dub? Is there a I'll ask 2 questions. One is the shootout. Can they win the shootout? And can KC sustain the shootout without Kelsey? It's a different game plan
I
without
think
Travis.
Detroit, yeah. I think Detroit can win a shootout. because Travis being out is the whole difference, right? Let
Mm-hmm.
me pull up Kansas City's depth chart
Yeah.
for the
And the
people
other
at home to
question
see.
is, can Detroit just find a way to one game, one off contain them?
I think with with Chris Jones being potentially out, they should just run up the middle.
Just
Honestly,
run.
just run up
Just
the
run the
middle
ball.
Jameer
all
Gibbs
game.
should
Montgomery.
eat.
What I don't want to say. I
Montgomery,
don't want to say
yeah,
Montgomery should snap.
yeah, he should snap that game. But
Montgomery should have the game, but then I'm also looking at like this is Nick Bolton time, right? I've been talking Nick Bolton up for a minute, right?
mhm.
like, is Nick Bolton a beneficiary of Chris Jones at this point? If we have to look at him like that, and again, it's a one game one off, but
Mhm.
in a one game trade off without Chris Jones, do you think Nick Bolton and what Willie Gay can hold a Detroit Lions running game?
I don't think so. I mean, they
Oh
got
no.
returning Marvin Jones, didn't they?
For the
In
Lions?
their
Yeah.
team? Yeah, the Lions. They got Marvin
Yeah.
Jones. That's a
Amon
nice
Ra,
veteran
Marvin
help.
Jones, Josh Reynolds is there.
Nice little safety blanket for Jared Goff.
Sam Laporta's there, tight end right now. I don't know, man.
Oh, I forgot about Sam.
I
I'm not
like
forget about him,
Detroit's O
but
line against a Chris Jones list D line.
Mhm.
I thought it was a pretty fair matchup with Chris Jones. Without Chris Jones, I'm like, Detroit should control clock and you know what I'm saying, and take their shots.
We're gonna see a whole lot of like Vitae pulling. You might even see Panay come on the damn pull to the left, from the left to the right. It's gonna be nasty, man. It's gonna be, and I think if KC can get up early, stay there, and essentially put Detroit on their heels to start the game in the first half, that's gonna dictate everything.
All right. All right. Um, so I mentioned before that I would like to see Kelsey out of this game because I don't see him missing 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Or if he does extended time. In whatever time Kelsey is out, I would love to see how they prioritize their offense. Because and just to be real with y'all, the first thing I heard was we won the Super Bowl with a seventh round running back. Yeah, that seventh round running back in this game without Kelsey is gonna look trash.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You think Isaiah Pacheco is gonna come into this game without Travis Kelsey and give you 140?
Jerick McKinnon second. I like Jerick McKinnon. Don't get me wrong.
No, I would take Jerick McKinnon because of his usefulness out the backfield and blocking.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you got a first round guy in Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's your third string running back.
So this will be a game that I'd be like, nah, I can see McKinnon getting a lot of work if Kelsey is gone.
They got a
That's
lot
the
of
if
speedy too, though.
Yeah, a lot of speedy receivers. Not very sure hands, but like you said, Andy could get freak nasty in space. He can
Mhm.
make room for all of them guys to get around.
Yep.
And Andy and Pat got enough of a bag to where they be like, hey, they can make it work. But I think in a game without Kelsey, like I'd be like looking at the running backs, like I think McKinnon's gonna get a heavy workload coming out the backfield.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. So for
That's
fantasy purposes, those of y'all that have Isaiah Pacheco, handcuff him with Jerick McKinnon because they might gonna eat this game.
I would stay away from Pacheco
Mhm.
A lot of people took
personally.
Pacheco in like the seventh or eighth round, I think. Well, sixth and seventh
Yeah.
round. So y'all could. I know Jerick McKinnon's sitting on a lot of people's waiver wire. Go pick him up. Go pick him up.
Yeah, I would definitely take McKinnon if I had to play one of either. Again, I'm not a fantasy dude, but I just think I would trust his production this game without Kelsey more than I would trust Pacheco without Kelsey this game.
Mhm.
New offensive line though, Donovan Smith will be filling in for the gone Orlando Brown, and we got big dog Aiden on the other side, man. Y'all think Aiden's gonna be able to disrupt that or no?
He gonna eat.
Aiden gonna eat?
He gonna
He didn't
well.
go eat.
Not in the form of stats. Like you're not gonna see the stat. You're not gonna see it on the stat sheet. But if you look at
You're gonna see a
pressures, if
lot
you
of
look at quarterback hits,
pressure.
yeah, pressures and quarterback
Okay.
hits. This is where they give Pat Mahomes happy feet because he ain't got a security blanket no more.
Mhm.
All right. Hey, I like it. I like it. All right. Let's wrap it up. Let's see. Got a matchup of the game that you think is gonna be the difference maker and your winner. And I am actually going to go with that matchup we just talked about. We had mentioned before how we kind of still are very sus on just Detroit's defense, right? You got a high flying. But Aiden, man, I think Aiden's going to be big. So I want to see what this D line pressure and the Houston dude over there can do against KC's front and if they can cause some disruption. So I'm going to highlight that matchup, but I'm going to still go with KC winning. I think it would be by like, I'm not going to lie, some odd, weird number, like 4 points. You know what I'm saying?
What you got, Polly?
For the matchup, I think Kadarius Toney needs to get going. Kadarius Toney versus what's his face?
Cameron Sutton.
Cameron Sutton. Mm-hmm. I think that matchup's gonna change up the whole game. They can't get anything going in the passing game. They losing that game.
I like that one. What you got, sir?
Key matchup for sure is Aiden. Aiden versus that new tackle. And then
Aiden.
Key player I'm gonna be keeping my eye on is CJ Gardner-Johnson. They brought him over.
Ooh,
gave him a little bit of money.
CJ.
Let's see how much of a game changer you are on a different defense where it's not schemed for you to be successful around two elite corners and an elite D line.
Told you, Brian Branch the truth, man. Brian Branch is the truth. I like that guy over there. We see the test of Jack Campbell. I would have loved to see Jack Campbell get a Kelsey test for his first game out. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what it's like over there. That would have been funny.
That's gonna be his welcome to the NFL moment if
Kelsey. That would have been. Yeah, because I thought I was like, oh man, Kelsey's gonna make these these linebackers work. Like, they just gonna get a lot of experience out there. Hey, but CGJ, he was giving them some work in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he know how to support. So I was like, yo, he's there. He's gonna tell you what to do. But it's a difference between, hey, look for this, and you're like, damn, he was right. Got to look for that. So yeah. All right, y'all. They all got KC. So let's head on to the next matchup. 12 o'clock slate. Let's start with I don't want to do them like that. Arizona, Washington. I was going to say, let's start with the low guys. Let's go to Arizona,
I got
Washington.
Carolina, Atlanta. I'm going like top to bottom on ESPN.
Bet. I'm over here looking on some random ones, so we can go there. Carolina, Atlanta, baby. Carolina, Atlanta. Let's get it. Sorry, since you already right there, talk to us about your thoughts on this Carolina, Atlanta matchup.
Boy,
I'll go to the ESPN.
I think you talked about this before, but this is going to be the game that we either see Miles Sanders eat and go for like 150, or you're going to be so mad at what you're seeing from Miles Sanders that you're going to be like, dog, we gave you all this money for what?
Yeah.
I think Carolina's defense is going to be solid against Atlanta, especially against Desmond Ridder. That run game is going to be something to deal with, but when you ain't got much to worry about on the outside with the types of corners y'all got against a Drake London and a Kyle Pitts with Desmond Ridder throwing to him, all y'all gonna have to worry about is that run game. So I think your defense is gonna be solid, but I think Miles Sanders is gonna be your welcome to Carolina moment, and whether or not you succeed or not, game one.
All right, Paula, what's your thoughts on Carolina, Atlanta? I know you picked Atlanta to win.
Boy, this boring ass game. Anybody want to watch this game? Nobody want to watch this
game. Hater.
Desmond Ridder about to go for 350 on y'all. I don't care.
350. All right, Paula. Hater vibes everywhere, man.
That guy's a hater.
Oh my God. It's gonna be Kyle Pitts breakout here. I don't care.
Define Kyle Pitts breakout.
Are you saying this in spite of the Panthers, or?
I mean, he's gonna start with like 120 against the Panthers for sure. For the year, probably like 1,200. 1,200, 8 touchdowns. On like 87 receptions.
Damn,
that'll put him up there.
Man, throwing out Kelsey numbers.
That'll put him up there. Any other thoughts on the Carolina Atlanta game, Polly?
I don't know, man. We got to find out. I don't know.
I think we're gonna see a lot of baby shark memes in the chat come time for this game for DJ Chark.
I am. We hyped up. I'm looking at Miles Sanders this game. Atlanta's run game, they're gonna produce. I'm just not worried about the stuff that comes after that. Miles Sanders, haven't seen him. Don't know what he looks like in a Carolina uniform. I also think that's a reason why they did certain things that they did in the preseason, but they held bro out. So I am like, I have the bro, you got to come out and show out. Like I'm just not. I have no holds bars with Miles Sanders this game, and I've been telling people all week, we damn near swept Atlanta last year with PJ Walker. I'm not gonna have no mercy for you if I know I got Bryce Young and your better coaching staff. Like, nah, I'm just standing on it. You're gonna go in there and blow Atlanta out. Like, and just be for real. I don't expect them to get anything offensively. Like, once they throw that ball in the air, JC Horn taking it to the crib. That's where I'm at with these dudes, bro. That's how I feel about them. I'm really not understanding the overall love that these dudes are getting. And I just had a dude tell me at least Desmond Ritter played NFL snaps and Bryce hasn't yet. I said, okay, cool. That's your argument. You got it, bro. You got it. Yeah, I do think Bijan and Tyler Algier could have a good game. I still don't. I mean, be real. Brian Burns probably could not play Sunday. I don't think if they don't give him a contract, he's not going to play. I think he will sit out. So I don't think they should get there. But if he ain't got a new contract, I don't think he's playing. And that would suck. But Derek Brown been tearing up. Pause their insides for them last year. So I'm gonna expect Derek Brown. I'm gonna expect Derek Brown to continue that, man. Now let me add, but this is one thing I will say for both teams. No matter what the outcome is, neither team should believe whatever happens week one. You know what I'm saying? like, neither team. There's a couple teams on this list, and I'll make sure to mention them. You should not believe whatever happens week one. You really shouldn't. But I am going to take us to win in Atlanta. My key matchup for the game is going to be Carolina's D-line versus Atlanta's offensive line. I think Atlanta's offensive line is the best attribute to them. I do think it gives a valid stake into why people think their run game should be good. And then you got the generational dude Bijan behind it. But if this defensive front, Burns, Brown, Tuttle, Houston, Shaq, Louvu, if they can contain all of that, I'm not worried about nothing past that. So, job matchup of the game.
Hits and the Panthers linebackers.
Hits and Panthers linebackers.
Frankie Louvu locking him up.
Do you think Dante Jackson's enough for the other side of JC?
He's solid. He's solid. He's just who he is. I'm only concerned with him when it comes to route runners. That's it. Like and they don't have the route runner on the outside. Like Calvin Ridley, I'd be like, yo, spam up his over, he would kill him. Or Julio, like spam up his over, he would kill him.
Hey, Scotty Miller might eat this game.
Yeah, but if you're not a quick in and out route runner dude, I don't worry about you with Dante Jackson.
They got a lot of big body receivers though.
Yeah, they do. But bro be realistically athletic in the moments how he be getting up. So that don't bother me. And we got Von Bell now too. So I'm like, we cool. We cool on that end. So what's your matchup for the game?
Drake London versus JC Horn.
Ooh.
I think Drake London got a lot to prove this year, specifically to Vita and his USC wide receiver thing, which, hey, I ain't disagreeing with at all. I just think Drake London came in with a whole lot of expectations, and he hit the under on all of those.
I was happy they took him. Thought Garrett Wilson was the best in that class, and Olave. So I hate Olave to say though, but still. All right. So I got Carolina. So you got Carolina. Paulo, you got Atlanta. Any final thoughts before we move on to Cincinnati, Cleveland? Nope.
I'm a hater.
All right. On to Cincinnati at Cleveland. Stat pulled up today by Killer Sefa. Joe Burrow is 1-5 against the Browns in Cleveland. That's what he said. So
I think in general
against Cleveland.
In general?
Hey, he's only he's only played 3 full seasons.
3 years. So 1-5 against the Browns. Last year took the risk and said, hey, they would lose to Pittsburgh week 1. It's 2 years in a row. They can go 0-1 to start the season. All right. So, Father, what's your thoughts on this Bengals Browns game?
Deshaun Watson, man. Deshaun
I think,
Watson.
I think it's on Watson.
Yeah, it's on Watson all
I
this
think it's
game.
on Watson.
I thought he was about to say he gonna have a hell of a game.
No, all eyes are on him. He's got a lot to prove this season after getting suspended half the season.
Yep. What do you think, Soy?
I agree. Eyes are on Deshaun Watson, but I think people are sleeping on this Cleveland defense. This Cleveland defense, I think, is looking pretty good, man. When you go get Zadarius Smith to put him on the other side of Myles Garrett, and you actually have him in a scheme that can actually use him the right way, where kind of Clowney failed to operate, I think this defense is going to probably cause some problems for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I just think the defense last year just underperformed. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think they was as good as we expected them to be, but that probably was just in the midst of everything. I'm with you. I think the defense should step up. But really, at the end of the day, man, this team throughout the course of this entire year is just going to be who is Deshaun Watson? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's the dude we saw at the end of last year, oh, dear God. You know what I'm saying? Like, wrap it up, call it a day. You cannot be that dude coming into this year. So I gave him those grace games because I was like, bro, I know you got to figure this out. Y'all got to figure this out, whatever. But yeah, this is a full go now. Full go now, for real. Cincinnati bringing over Orlando Brown left tackle. Like you said, the defense, Cleveland with Zadarius Smith coming over with Myles Garrett, man. Cleveland also has Joke. I like that dude. How much does Orlando Brown help Cincinnati's O-line in the grand scheme of it?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit better.
Okay, man.
Not enough to be able to say, Joe, you ain't got to look over your left shoulder ever, bro. Just enough to say, hey, you got like
the matchup is Myles Garrett.
A second. Yeah,
you know.
You got half a second more than you usually have. After this game.
He said after this game.
After this game.
Yeah, not with Myles Garrett though, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Go back to not with Myles Garrett though, man. That dude is like ridiculous. All right. To ask you guys a couple questions about this game before we get into it. Cleveland's not secondary group, my bad. Cleveland's special teams group. We know Nick Chubb's a beast, right? We know Amari Cooper is who Amari Cooper is, beast. I think Amari Cooper is going to be the dude who we look back on like 10, 15 years down the line, and people be like, name a guy who people forgot about. We'd be like, Amari Cooper. And then we mention him to people, and people are like, man, he's trash. He's trash. We're like, nah, I don't know who Amari was, bro. So I think he's going to be one of those guys. Elijah Moore, DPJ, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Marquise Goodwin, Cedric Tillman. This is a sneaky group, I think, y'all. Like, outside of Amari, I think this is a really sneaky group. Do you guys think there is a top 10 tight end season with Watson and Njoku?
No.
Or do we keep holding this in, or maybe keep holding this Njoku love like Cam Reddish? You know what I'm saying? It's in there somewhere.
Yeah,
man. It's just so inconsistent that like sometimes I forget this fool even play for their team. Like,
I mean, you can say this. You can say the same thing for Cincinnati's new tight end, Irv Smith.
Irv Smith, yeah. Wasn't he with the Vikings a couple years ago?
Vikings for so long. He had so much expectations with them.
Like, nah,
we're still waiting.
Yeah, David Njoku is like, he's like that athletic freak that you pick first in every game in every sport because you look at him like, ooh, bruh, he could do something. And then he get out there and he's just like, hey, dog, do you really want to be here or not? First quarter, he go off. Second, third, fourth, he's just like, dog, what happened? Are you okay?
Bro, he's been in the NFL for 6 years. 6 years. He's total yards 2,300.
He's a tight end version of DJ Moore, bro. Like,
so let me ask this question because I know sometimes I feel like Cincinnati has a a glory-filled analytic to them, the way people view them. Do you guys think that they are starting to get a little top heavy?
Yeah, they can handle it.
Because I'll bring this up. You obviously got JoJo, Cincy and JoJo, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Cincy and JoJo. You got Jamar, you got T, you got Tyler Boyd. You bring up Irv Smith. So do you guys think Irv Smith is a drop off from Hayden Hurst?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You don't think Orlando Brown is that much of an upgrade at left tackle?
No.
He's all right.
Then minus this legendary front seven that we like on defense, the back end is starting to get sus, right? No Von Bell, no Jesse Bates.
Mm-hmm. But Dax
So
Hill
they're
is nice,
starting to. I like Dax Hill, and I like Jordan Battle, but it's still like there's a potential where, I tell safeties can be replaceable, but you could notice a drop off too.
Mm-hmm.
So is there the fear with them that like they could be getting top heavier? It's like, nah, they just got to work that out.
I think they just got to work that out, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is just something they got to work out and figure out what they have. I don't think they know what they have yet, right? When you're letting the Jesse Bates go, it's kind of just like, we can't pay you, dog. So go get your money.
They couldn't pay him. They couldn't pay him. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I think they just got to figure out what they have with Nick Scott and Dax Hill and Jordan Battle, like you said.
But all right, so that's gonna go ahead and run me right into my matchup of the game. Will be the Cleveland skill group against Cincinnati secondary. Just seeing, ain't no Eli Apple around, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, seeing what a Cameron Taylor, Britt, Dax Hill, like seeing what the secondary looks like versus what I think could be a very sneakily good Cleveland skill group, y'all. So that's honestly my matchup of the game. But I am going to take the Bengals to win by a field goal. So what's y'all matchup of the game in prediction?
Browns D line versus that Cincinnati O line. Good Lord. We will find out. Joey Burrow, we will find out. Because we know you can't escape, boy.
Hey, Myles Garrett, 2 sacks. Guarantee.
Guarantee.
Hey, I think we're gonna see a hit. We're gonna see a potential hit of the year this game on Joe Burrow, just like we saw his rookie year against the Eagles when he got lit up. He looked at the ref like, "Hey, dog." Ref was just like, "I can't give you that call. You a rookie, dog."
Darius Smith just add that extra oomph to that D line.
Yeah, no, I think Myles Garrett gonna hit him, drive him into the field, and they're gonna look and be like, "Do we give that to Myles Garrett or do we just let it go? We about to just let this go because he's gonna get hit all game." Like,
that's great.
I'm with Paulie.
All right, so you D line who's
D line versus that O line, the upgraded O line.
Okay. All right, and who you got winning? Who y'all both got winning?
I'm going with the Bengals by a touchdown.
Bengals by a touchdown.
I had Cincy by like 3.
Cincy by 3. All right. So we all got Cincinnati winning this game. On to our next matchup, which is Jacksonville versus Indianapolis in Indy. No Jonathan Taylor. Jacksonville coming off the divisional round loss to the Chiefs. 12 o'clock game. What are y'all looking at going into this Jacksonville at Indy game? You know what? I'll ask this. What are your expectations for Anthony Richardson game 1? What do you want to see?
He gonna have a big game.
Don't do too much. Just don't do too much.
Yeah.
And you'll be all right.
But he gonna have a big game.
Young quarterbacks just feel like they have the need to do a lot in one game. And he just needs to minimize everything and he'll be all right. He got enough weapons around him to be good. So
yeah. He gonna have a big game. When you got a running back like Zach Moss, who was significantly underutilized over in Buffalo, be able to step in behind Jonathan Taylor. I think Anthony Richardson gonna have a big game. He's gonna throw for like 250 plus. He gonna rush for like 100 something. Guarantee.
Guarantee. 350 total week 1 game for AR-15.
Take the over on 300 total. 300 total yards. Take the over.
AR. I like it. I definitely been seeing some of his preparation, man. They said he's spending a lot of time named captain and all that stuff, man. So I'm excited to see what Shane Steichen does with him. I'm excited to see, honestly, how Michael Pittman gets used. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude who I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I really feel about him. because I do feel like situation hinders him some, and maybe the way he's being used. So I definitely want to see how Michael Pittman can use. Man, dude got an opportunity to turn it up. But Josh Downs, y'all, is a dude who want to talk about how last year I was on Jahan Dotson. This year is Josh Downs. That dude is the truth. I mess with Josh Downs. So I'll mess with that. I am concerned about their left tackle, Bernard Raymond. I don't like that guy. I don't know why. I can't give you an honest to God reason. I just kind of got question marks about him. But I trust that
His
he's
name is
beside Quentin
Bernard.
Nelson. Yeah, but I trust that he's beside Quentin Nelson. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, all right, cool. You beside Big Q, I trust it. Raymond, just a little worrisome about it. On to the other side. T-Law's country, baby. What y'all looking at Jacksonville going into this game? Whew.
Defensively, I think they need to get better. I think if they give up too much in the beginning, it's just gonna set up for a bad year for them defensively. Honestly,
All right.
they can't be bad against this Indianapolis Colts offense. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you that.
It'll be bad if they let up 350. Well, maybe not say
Mhm.
bad. Maybe AR like that. Maybe AR
Mm.
like that. I'm not,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
maybe.
Maybe AR like that. Maybe you could be good and AR can still hit you for 350 total, like Soy
Mhm.
said, then it's a problem.
Mhm.
So how much so I know you're talking about their defense, but I think the high point of Jacksonville is what their offense is supposed to be.
Mhm.
And looking at offensive personnel to coach defensive personnel, like this should, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram, and Christian Kirk should feast in this game then, right? Like, I
Even
mean,
Zay
I feel like,
Jones.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they should cause so much matchup problems for them. That's just how I feel. And
Mhm.
I feel like they offensively should never have to put. I just feel like that's going to be the case all year. Is Jacksonville offensively should take a lot of pressure off of their defense, so then they don't have to be in a lot of tough situations.
Mhm.
So, so you got any thoughts on Jacksonville going into this game, Moose?
Jacksonville gonna
Woo.
whoop their ass. Jacksonville gonna whoop. I still think AR is gonna get his 300 plus total, just because there's not a
Okay.
lot of playmakers on this defensive side of Jacksonville. There's not a lot of playmakers. There's not a lot of guys that you can depend on. We talked about this earlier in the divisional breakdown. Is there's a lot of guys that just do their job really well,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
No one does anything outside of what they are supposed to do. And I think that's
Uh,
where Anthony Richardson is going to be able to eat. But man, Calvin Ridley is going to be comeback season. He's not going to win comeback player of the year because of the reason he was out. But
yeah.
this man is going to eat. He going to have 100 plus his first game.
He needs to
Seven
eat
catches
too, because that fool's
at
skinny as
least.
hell.
Yeah, 7 catches at least.
Yeah. I look at Jacksonville defensively. Cisco, Trayvon Walker, Devin Lloyd is like three dudes. So I'm like, let me see what you got. I told you I did like Chad Muma, but like you right, like let's see if there is. I mean, but damn, I mean, it's crazy to say that when you got a number one pick sitting on your team and we just don't think too much of them. You know what I'm saying? So seem supposed to took a Aiden, man. You made us take a drink at the draft night because y'all didn't take Aiden. I wanted to get sexy. So all right, so for me, I actually would like to take that challenge on. Uh, my matchup of the game will be Anthony Richardson versus unopportunistic Jaguars defense. You know what I'm saying? And like, let me like, can they make a rookie look like a rookie, or is he gonna kind of come out here and do his thing like Soy saying he's gonna do?
Mhm.
So yeah, I want to see how AR matches up against his defense. If they are going to see them again eventually and see how they kind of stack up. So I would like to see how, because I kind of know what I feel like Jacksonville is going to do on that side. So I'm
Mhm.
interested to see what AR does against his defense.
I'm
But
with
I am
you
going
on
to take
that.
Jacksonville to win by. I'll take the touchdown. I'll take the touchdown
My
because they
touchdown.
do be struggling in Indy. Yes, I'll take the touchdown.
I'm with you. I'm with you on matchup of the game. Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson against this defense. It's any Doug Peterson led team, and I go back to the Eagles specifically, is he has any defensive coordinator that he's brought in has had a bend don't break defense, which means they give up a lot of yards, susceptible to the run, especially running quarterbacks. I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson is that threat just yet. You still got Zach Moss over there. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, Anthony Richardson against that defense.
Yep. Same with me.
All right. All right. And y'all got Jacksonville all winning.
Jags by
Everybody got
10.
Jacks by 10. All
That's
right. All right.
50.
To the next
Nick.
game. To our next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers head up to Minnesota to face the Vikings in Skull County, Skull, whatever. And Minnesota has got one of the top stadiums, one of the top front office training facilities. Minnesota owners be doing their thing out there, man. They be
He's
taking
still
care of their
stuck.
they be taking care of their peoples out there, man. That is crazy. All right, y'all. First things first, Buck Baker. You know what I'm saying?
Buck
First thing,
Baker.
yeah. Nah, man. So what I'm looking for in this game, to be honest with you, um, I just want to see a Minnesota defense that's improved with Brian Flores, or he's gonna make me look very, very stupid off of everything I've been saying all offseason and how I think Brian Flores is the game changer for this team. So I just want to see a really good defensive performance against this Tampa Bay team. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it extremely simple. There ain't no matchup of the game. There ain't nothing I'm gonna be looking at. Tampa just gonna get smacked. Tampa just gonna get
Why that
smacked.
just why that just kept
Like Jettas is gonna come out, eat. Jordan Addison is gonna come out second half and be like, "Hey, bro, we up by a lot. Throw me the ball." TJ Hawkinson's gonna get his money. Alexander Mattison's gonna be like, "Hey, this is why y'all should have started me in the first place long time ago because I does this."
Gotcha.
Tampa just gonna get smacked. Love to be the Veil though, big T's.
Big Ooze Fever.
Yeah.
Big Ooze Fever.
Big L's.
Ollie, you done with these suckers too?
Yeah, they whack. I can't talk no more about Buck Baker. I can't give him the light of day. He's done.
Hey,
He's gotten too much light.
Keep an eye on, man. I didn't think Mike Evans was gonna do it, but the Mike Evans might get moved, y'all.
Dang.
I'm starting to believe it more and more. He said if week 1 there ain't no extension, he's ready to go. And we up to week 1. So
Where does
he said, y'all give me. He said, from what I've seen from the reports, he said, give me the money to make me a buck for life or I'm not resigning.
That man deserve it too.
He deserves it. Like, I feel like if you're a team and you had a guy like that who stayed the other time, like Chris Jones, and you got your ring and stuff, and your team knows you're going to be bad, you might as well keep your peoples around that your fans love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well just keep your peoples around and see it through to the end.
It's like that Hines Ward, Larry Fitzgerald situation, man. Like,
Yeah.
dude has done everything with nothing until Tom Brady came. Pay him.
Just pay him his bread and see it through, bro. You know what I'm saying? So where does he go? God, I don't know. Because I don't know who got the money to give him anything.
Yeah. I mean, if he's willing, I would like to see him in Buffalo.
Boy, that'd be so crazy, boy. Oh my God.
Mike Evans, Stephon.
Make that division a little bit harder for Aaron Rodgers too. You know,
Aaron Rodgers.
Just a little bit.
Mike Evans in Buffalo would be crazy, bro.
That's a squad too, bro. Like, they really are just missing a number 2 receiver.
Gabe Davis is cooking slots for no reason because he can just because Mike's on the outside. You will leave him by. Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's
even
a pay
even
cut
if the
move,
safety
though,
comes down to try to guard him, he's gone.
And they got Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid too.
My goodness.
Let me tell you, man, if he's willing, things
that's
can
crazy.
happen.
That's crazy. All right, y'all. Minnesota dub. Just expecting. You said y'all don't want to deal with it. Minnesota dub. Looking for an improved Minnesota defense. That's honestly it. We know what they're gonna do offensively and expect. To the next game. Probably I said it's the ugliest game of the weekend, but it's gonna be good quality. Some good teams. Tennessee at New Orleans. I think this game for me matches up. Obviously, Vrabel better coach, but Dennis Allen, defensive monster also. I think both of these teams struggle, and their struggle season long will be offensive line. Tennessee has the better D line, but I think both of these teams are going to be finding themselves on the offensive line. So my matchup for both teams on both sides of the ball is who can protect the white quarterback the best. Who can look out for Derek Carr and Ryan Tannehill the best? Because whichever one of them is better protected is the one that's going to win the game. That's how I really feel about this game, bro. I think both of them are going to have good defensive game plans because that's the nature of their coaches. I think both of them. Wait, let me ask y'all: is D Hop and Traylon Burks better than Chris Olave and Mike Thomas?
Yes, because Mike Thomas is really, really bad now. I don't know. Just because of Mike Thomas.
So the only edge to me in this matchup is New Orleans secondary. I think their secondary is way better than Tennessee's, to be real with you. I think New Orleans has a top tier secondary. That's just my thoughts of some of their players, though. But yeah, I just think this game is going to come down to protecting the quarterback, and I'm picking New Orleans to win, but I just think one of these O lines, they're both going to look very ugly today in that game.
Yeah, I picked Tennessee to win this game.
You did.
To Tennessee?
Yeah, I think I took Tennessee this game.
You did.
What made you take? What you pick Tennessee for, or made you pick Tennessee?
Because Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's buns.
Hey man, I'm taking New Orleans. They just got more playmakers on the defensive side.
Okay. All right. Who can protect the middle of the pack white guy the best? Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill. Who? I'm with that. I could take that. New Orleans, Tennessee. On any final thoughts? Anything else?
Mm-mm.
All right, on to the next game. 49ers at Pittsburgh. Nick Bosa got his money, so he will be playing. And Pittsburgh got Kenny Pickett, baby, for Vic and Mike Nasty. Y'all team, they up. Big dog. For me, matchup of the game, Pittsburgh's O-line versus 49ers D-line.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are picking up Jalen Warren in fantasy leagues because they think he's going to be more productive in the run game this year than Najee, which ain't a cool. Hey, as long as that Pittsburgh O-line is producing, this team should take a step up. We'll see what that looks like. This is a good test for them. I'm picking Pittsburgh to win this game because I think Mike Tomlin off the first week is a genius. And I think Brock Purdy is going to have a lot of problems this game. What y'all think about this 49ers Steelers game?
I got Pittsburgh to win this game too.
All right.
Yep. Same. I think this is the game where we see Shanahan not be able to leverage his brilliant mind against a damn good coach on the other side defensively. We're going to see Brock Purdy struggle this game.
Right now, one off. You can only pick one receiver to start your team with. George Pickens, Brandon Ayuk.
George Pickens.
I'm taking Ayuk.
Just for the quick whip route. That's all you can do.
I'm taking George Pickens over Debo.
You taking George Pickens over Debo?
I'm taking Brandon Ayuk over Debo.
I'm taking Ayuk over Pickens. I think Ayuk is nice.
He is nice.
Ayuk is nice, but I don't know.
Nah, Ayuk is nice, but okay.
I'm taking Ayuk over Debo though. That's
Pickens is a real dog though. I don't know, man.
No, Pickens a beast. I don't want to hold him. I don't want to hold Pickens. I'm just saying, I don't want to hold Pickens. I just feel like Brandon Ayuk is that dude too. So
I mean, he got a lot of opportunities because of like Kittle and Debo though.
Okay.
George Pickens got to do it himself because we know Deontay Johnson ain't gonna catch nothing.
A reception merchant, man. No touchdowns last year though, right? Bro be cooking though. He just be scoring. I don't know what's wrong with that man.
He's making amazing catches on the 4-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he be killing it. All right. Give me your thoughts since Pollard, are you on the Brock Purdy's gonna be bad train?
Nah, I think he's gonna have a middle of the pack season. I don't think he's gonna be bad or he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be just good enough. So he's gonna be just better than Jimmy G. Just better.
See, I think he is Jimmy G, and I think the stats that people be like, yeah, but he was, 6-0 as a starter. When like, I don't think none of those stats are sustainable, like for him. So I just be like, I'm just leaning on he's gonna take a step back. Talk to me about Kenny Pickett, man. Year 2 Kenny P. What's your thoughts on him?
With that
Does his
division, oof, I don't know.
does his preseason change your views on him?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
I'll ask this. At the end of the year, will Kenny Pickett not as a power ranking ladder? Will Kenny Pickett have a top 15 quarterback season?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so. Top 15?
Top 15, not top 10, just top 15.
Yes.
When we come at the end of the year, and if we was to rank the quarterbacks on who had the better years, would he be a middle of the pack top 15 like quarterback?
I think he's like just outside of it.
Or just outside of it? Over under 3,500 passing yards.
Over.
I'll take over.
27 touchdowns.
Under.
That's pushing it. Under.
What if I said 25?
It's close. It's still under though.
Closer, yeah. Am I gonna take
12
25 flat?
12 INTs.
Nah.
Over under.
Under.
I think that's just right.
65% completion percentage.
I think that's about right.
Yeah, I think that's about right too. Yeah.
All right. We'll keep a mental note of that. On Kenny P. All right. Any other thoughts on 49ers Steelers before we move on?
TJ Watt gonna have another hell of a year, and I think he's gonna break the sack record.
Yeah, he is.
I took the punk way out. We'll get there. I took the punk way out on my award winners. I picked TJ Watt to be Defensive Player of the Year, but in my heart, I wanted to pick Max Crosby. I felt like I took the punk way out by taking TJ. So, all right, on to the next game. The Battle of Caleb Williams, Cardinals versus Commanders. What are your guys' thoughts?
No one's watching this game.
Is there any? So okay. So Arizona's clearly into the tank. Josh Dobbs is going to be starting quarterback. What do you want to? So we'll X them out. We said in our preview that Washington is a pretty good roster. We're just concerned about quarterback coach. We all said Riverboat Ron is probably going to get fired, right? Is there anything that you want to see coming out of this game? So we all picked Commanders to win, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to see this game? What do you want to see Washington leave with this game that might be like, you know what? Okay, let me reconsider. Or is there nothing that's going to change your mind about them?
I don't think there's nothing going to change my mind about them.
I don't think anything will change my mind, but I do want to see how this O-line drives that run game. Because they got two hell of a running backs back there with Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. I do want to see them drive that running game to be able to give them something to look forward to as far as what they're pursuing in a quarterback. Are they looking for somebody to come in to be a game changer? Because we know they'll probably win some games, and they probably ain't going to be the number one pick.
Yeah.
But are they looking for a game changer, or are they looking for somebody to just come in and be a little bit above an Alex Smith type game manager?
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a clean, efficient offense. And I know that's tough to ask for week 1, but I think this is the opponent, and you guys have this matchup wise on the outside and everything to do what you want to do on offense. I'm not asking you to put up 40, 50, but I feel like with Eric B and the weapons they got and the time that they have and how Arizona is clearly into the tank, bro, go out there and be like 80% third down conversions. You know what I'm saying? Score on every drive, even if it's a field goal. Be up at halftime like 20-3 because at least you got a field goal out of your couple of drives to start the game. Like, I just want to see them move the ball well in this game offensively. That's all I want to see. And Chase Young, bro, go get you 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? You kind of owe us that. So, all right then. Last question about Arizona before we move on. Does Buda Baker make it to the trade deadline?
No.
No.
I think he's too much
Nope.
of a playmaker on defense for them to keep. I don't think Buda Baker's a loser. And I think we know
Gotcha.
Arizona's going to be trying to lose this year.
All right.
Go Pack, go.
Buddha to the Go Pack Go. To next week. To next game. Houston at Baltimore. The week 1 nemesis. Lamar versus the Texans. Let's talk about it. If the Texans should have signed 4th-string cornerback Lamar Jackson, and they would have a chance at holding this guy down, man. Lamar Jackson snap on week 1. All right, y'all. What are y'all thoughts going into this game? Baltimore versus Houston. Sorry, kick us off.
Lamar going for 404 touchdowns passing.
Yeah,
404
passing.
touchdowns passing. He ain't even going to get over 100 rushing yards on purpose. He going to do that on purpose. If he do run the ball this game and he got an open lane where he could probably make a couple moves, make a few dudes miss, he going to slide so he can throw a touch. Lamar is just going to – he got a lot to prove, especially with OBJ. You got Zay Flowers over there now. You got Rashad Bateman healthy. Lamar going off, and that's my fantasy quarterback in 2 of my leagues.
Got you.
He going off.
404. Pilot, you over or under the 404, man?
Over. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. We can expect a 50 burger on this game. Don't even worry. It's another preseason for him.
Guaranteed.
It's another preseason for Baltimore over here. What the hell?
Hell no.
What are we thinking?
Week 1 Lamar is not the dude you want to play, man.
It's like third quarter Clay, bro. Game 6 Clay. Like,
that stuff is ridiculous, bro. All right. Since obviously we're all on the Baltimore blows out Houston train, what is there to say about Houston and expectations this game? I would say Petrie and Stingley, don't let this man go for 400. You know what I'm saying? Petrie, Stingley, don't let him go for 400. I do think there could be a potential, and it's not that I don't think Baltimore's D-line is bad, and I know Roquan is over there, but there could be some room for Houston to run the ball in this mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, there really could. I do want to see the ball distribution from C.J. Stroud in his offense. What Robert Woods be blocking his behind off, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that about a receiver, but Robert Woods be doing that, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I just could see. I'm interested in seeing how they use some of these guys on Houston's offense, like Mechie, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Like, I want to see how they use each one, because each one to me has a role. But what type of offense are you building around these guys? And how Will Anderson plays this week, man. I think bro's a beast. So I am with y'all. I think Baltimore is just going to outclass and outmatch them. But I think this is a good test for these guys opening week to see where they are and how, like, as they progress throughout the year. So yeah, I will take the over on Dalton Schultz. I think Dalton Schultz is going to have a sneaky statistic game. Maybe like 8 catches, 90 yards, and a TD.
Yeah, he might have a hell of a year. I'm gonna steal your lyrics from the last one, man. I just want to see a clean, efficient game from Houston. They probably gonna get blown out, but that's cool. You still gonna keep your guys out there. You still gonna get them reps. You still gonna get them experience, man. Just give them a chance to figure it out going into next week.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Not much fun you can have when Lamar goes for over 400 and over 4 touchdowns.
Just smile and wave, boy. Just smile and wave.
Just smile and wave, boy. hey, while y'all up in Baltimore, go to what is the restaurant? Deuce is gonna kill me for not knowing what the restaurant name is, man. Baltimore got that fire restaurant. We got to go up there, y'all. We got to take two. We get to a two. We're gonna go up there and snitch on all of us because we learned that two is a snitch. Ravens game. All right, to the Horseshoe, man. Baltimore got a dope stadium. All right, y'all. To the next game. Game of the week for me. Can we stamp this TTE game of the week or no? So you're not stamping this?
No, I'm with it. I'm with that.
TTE game of the week. Packers at Bears. Go Pack Go versus Bear Down. The Love Train versus Justin Fields. I'm ready to go. Go Pack Go. Goes up to Chicago. The storylines on this game is crazy. I'm only watching this game when Carolina beats after we beat Atlanta. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna turn on this game and then I'm gonna watch this game. Because this game just has so much going on for me, man. When I look at this game, I really do look like, okay, last year Jaquan Brisker came up, safety for the Bears, and goes, can't wait to get a piece of the Packers. They didn't get to see me last year. And you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, snap. Oh, snap, Jaquan. I don't know if you want it. And I think you dope, bro. I think you dope. So I don't know if you want to do that. I'm picking the Packers to win. I'm picking the Packers to win because I think the running game for the Packers, the O line, will outclass the front of Chicago's D line. And I think Tremaine Edwards and TJ Edwards are going to be like, hey, man, they don't do this at our old teams. They're like, yeah, but we do this here. They're like, yeah, but we. But they're like, yeah, but we do this here in Chicago. They're like, oh, hell no, I ain't signed up for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do this
So,
on my old teams.
He's like,
yeah,
Soldier
like, yeah,
Field, this is ugly.
yeah. TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edwards gonna be out there. Gonna be like, yo, hold up, what y'all don't take care of that stuff up there? Like, no, bro, that's you know what I'm saying. So I think that
this is the first game of the season and there ain't no grass.
Yeah. So I got a feeling that those linebackers in Chicago is gonna be in for a lot of work. And I think with that being said, on top of the running game, I look at the tight ends, and Matt LaFleur got a thing for just making sure to put them boys where they need to go, man. I'm like, I'm just leaning everything on the interior, the intangibles, and the coaching to just be better this game, and Green Bay wins. So what you got, Polly, man? You go, Pack, go, and then Sorry can go up.
I mean, is this game gonna be close? Probably not.
Hey, I'm rolling.
Besides that, I think the only thing I'm looking at is probably our secondary, man. Our secondary has always been buns, and Savage's been there for a very long time with that secondary. So we'll see what Darnell Savage does and Russell Douglas, because I know Eric Stokes is probably out this game. So yeah, I'm just gonna look at our secondary against those receivers.
Got you. All right, so what you got?
Hey, man. I said this last episode. I don't know if Polly caught it, but I know he wasn't here. I'm going to say it again this one. Hey, man, all aboard the love train, dog. The king of the north might stay in the north. It might stay where it's at. I don't know, man. I think we about to see a hell of a game from Jordan Love. I think, like you said, bro, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds about to be like, dog, y'all can't get no pressure?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You coming from Philly D-line and Buffalo D-line.
Y'all can't get no pressure?
Big drop-off. And you
That's
got
what I'm saying.
Yannick Ngakoue as your best pass rusher? Ooh,
these linebackers about to say, dog, we got to cover longer than 3 seconds? For what?
And he might just be situational pass rusher, Yannick. You know what I'm saying? He might just be that. On Chicago's end, be honest with y'all, I don't know what to expect for them offensively. I want to go up here and say, hey, pass the ball, do this and that stuff. But I'm just trying to keep an open mind to what they are supposed to be offensively. Because I still think, even though there are pieces added, it's just a question mark of coordinator. I seen the stat pulled up. They was the highest percentage team scoring on the first possession and the lowest on the rest. Just like he drew up a hell of a first drive and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Again, I don't know what to expect coming from the offense.
Christian Watson gonna have a huge game.
Ooh. I would actually look at the tight ends. I think they're gonna have a big game.
Yeah, I think Luke Musgrave is gonna have a big game this game. I think we're gonna run the ball really good, and then I think if Christian Washington does go off, he's gonna probably get like 2 touchdowns for like 50 yards. That's it. Usually what he's been doing.
It's gonna be crazy. This is game of the week. TTE game of the week, y'all. Packers Bears, man. 325. Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a good one, man. Any final thoughts before we move on?
Oh, so.
All right. On to the Las Vegas Raiders heading up to the Denver Broncos Mile High Stadium. I'm still Team Fire Josh McDaniels. I've slowly turned my tone down on the Raiders because I am like, yeah, maybe Jimmy G's gonna do what McDaniels wants, and that might work out better for them. Enough to where I'm actually like, you know what, y'all? They could. I think this game's going to overtime, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I think they could win this game. I kind of think the Raiders could win this game, but I will pick the Broncos to win this game.
Raiders winning this game.
You got the Raiders?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, so
Oh, you
who you
did
got?
pick the Raiders. Man, I got the Broncos, bro. Y'all about to see a pissed off Russell Wilson. Stop kissing babies and worrying about your public.
Yeah.
Bro, Russell Wilson about to be mad. He about to be like, F you, Sean Payton. You got a great game plan, but I'm freaking mad at you, buddy.
I think the world will fall down if Denver loses this game in bad fashion. It could get bad
If
fast.
Denver loses this game, Sean Payton's going down within seconds.
He is fired halfway through the year, just like the homie he
Hey,
was talking smack on.
hey, that'll be funny. I have slowly. I tried to tune out my hate for Josh McDaniels and what I think he is as a coach, and just to be like, man, I like everything else, but I don't like you. But I do want to give the nod to Denver this game. Very close game though, because I think Devontae Adams is still going to eat. I think Michael Mayer, the tight end, is going to find a way to eat. I think he's going to get good usage. Josh Jacobs is still going to eat. So it was like I just kind of had to fight back for myself. But I am going to take Denver to win in a close game. Field goal, overtime.
Damn.
So, yeah.
That Raiders defense, it's pretty stacked, man. I don't know.
Damn, they got
That's what I'm
Marcus
saying.
Peters over there, Marcus Epps from the Eagles, Nate Hobbs.
They got
And they lost.
They got a lot of like reception receivers
And
there.
they lost a lot of very bad games last year.
They sure did.
Like they
Yeah,
lost on
Derek
they
Carr.
lost on the Mac Jones, Chandler Jones, truck Mac Jones game. Well, no, they won that one. They lost on like the 17-point comeback from Kyler Murray in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost a lot of bad games. And it like when I've had to go back, like, you know what, Josh, I may not like you, but damn it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I am gonna lean Denver this game close though. That's what I'm gonna do. And my difference maker in that is Javonte Williams. I'm still keeping stock on my guy. Still keeping stock on my man. So I think Javonte Williams holds it down. Any final thoughts on the Raiders Broncos?
Cortland Sutton gonna break out to be wide receiver 1, not Jerry Jeudy.
Ooh. Is he hurt? I thought he was hurt.
Oh, Jerry Jeudy?
No, Sutton.
Nah, Tim
Sutton
Patrick.
out?
Tim Patrick's hurt.
Tim Patrick's hurt.
Right. My bad. Both of I think they're gonna have to address that either way. All right. Marvin Mims. Yo, big eye on Marvin Mims. I think he's sneaky with Sean Payton this year in Denver. So we'll go with that. All right. Philly goes up to New England, Foxborough. Nick Sirianni, first test of the year. Mega Mind.
Megamind Eagles.
Mega Mind. You're sending up the NFC champs up to Foxborough to deal with Mega Mind, Maximonius Jones, and Bill O. Big Head Bryan. I promise you, my matchup of the game off rip is the Philly skill players versus New England's secondary, because I think that's the one area where if Bill can find some type of advantage or some type of tweak, it'll be somewhere in there. I would not put Christian Gonzalez on AJ Brown. I will put him on Devonta. That's honestly who I would put him on. I think he's a better matchup over there, and I think you let somebody else deal with AJ, or you let the double deal with AJ. I would rather, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of trust the thought of what I think they could do versus it. Philly's still going to get theirs because run game, all that good stuff. And you can only hold them for so much. I do think where the difference maker is New England is still struggling on their O-line, trying to figure some stuff out. And I don't think you want to have that question mark going against Philly's front. I think that's where they dominate the game. That's where they change the game. And I just don't see too many ways where New England can produce that isn't a turnover or special team stuff. So, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know how much I can. I mean, maybe Ramondre could get a little bit, But again, it's still not enough. I think there's still too much on the other side of the ball. Tight game, tight game playing wise, but scoreboard, I still give Philly a win by touchdown. So, what y'all think?
I think honestly, New England they're always in the game just because of their defense. I think their defense is going to be in this game with Philly throughout the whole game, but I think with New England's offense with Mac Jones, I don't know if he's going to be on the field enough for that to happen. So I think that's where Philly got the edge in.
Philly, man. This is my squad. So I think this is going to be the game that we see Jalen Hurts take a whole lot of risks. Because if there's any game that you want to take a risk on to really test yourself, it's against a Bill Belichick team. Not saying he's going to be ultra successful. I'm not going to say he's going to be unsuccessful. But I think you're going to see a lot of risks from Jalen. You're going to see some anticipation throws like we talked about. You're going to see Jalen try to do some things to manipulate the defense that he hasn't done before, that he's talked about working on in the offseason. But our defense is just going to tear that whole line up. Defense is going to cause a lot of problems. I really do hope they put Christian on a AJ Brown. I hope they do. That's 2 touchdowns, 150 yards.
All right. So we all got Philly winning. Everybody has Philly winning this game.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. He's got the 14-point spread. I'm gonna take the touchdown. Bale's got the touchdown. 3 points, 6 points. Take the touchdown. All right. The TTE side chick game of the week. Miami versus Los Angeles Chargers. Cousin Tua versus Jay Herbo. Mike McDaniels versus Stretch You Out Staley. Boy, that's so funny. B Staley on the sideline stretching like that always cracks me up, bro. A game. This is the Twitter game of the X game of the week. You know what I'm saying? The Tua Herbert agendas continue in this matchup. I am going to take the Los Angeles Chargers to win this game. The reason why is, yes, I think Jalen Ramsey is going to be a benefit to them at the end of the year, but I think this is a game where he was actually needed. And because of that fact, I think that's going to penalize. These dudes really got Quentin Johnson, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen. You know what I'm saying? This could get very nasty for a lot of teams who can't match up. And I think with Kellen Moore and with Miami if they had Ramsey this game, I would be willing to change my thought. But I'm gonna ride with the Chargers winning this game. I just think I'm not gonna lie. I think Staley might be one of the dudes who I don't think the performance is gonna be as lopsided as it was last year. But I think Staley might be one of the dudes who just might have the card on Mike. You know what I'm saying? Just as a coach. I think he just might kind of be like, oh, I got him figured out a little bit. And that'd be it. So I would take Chargers by touchdown, by 3. Field goal game, though. Field goal game.
I think it's gonna be a close game. I think my biggest difference is Eric Kendricks getting added to that Chargers defense.
Yep.
Has a lot of veteran help for Kenneth Murray, his sorry ass. And then
he hate Kenneth Murray.
And then they get J.C. Jackson back. So I mean he's not gonna do much against that offense with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek.
And it's Bosa and Max healthy. So
so
they weren't team just not healthy, and at least they'll be healthy for week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about second quarter though. Maybe 2 of them goes out. Maybe 2 of them goes out.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't like when players get hurt because I don't like the question marks. Like I want to know if what we thought about you was right or if we thought about you was wrong, bro.
I feel like the Chargers, they should get injured now so we can see how good they're going to be at the end of the season. Because usually they get injured at the end of the season. They're like, well, they could have been good.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think it'd be a big game, though. Really good game.
I'm going with the Miami. I'm going Miami Dolphins, man. I think this is Tua's return game. This is his chance to come back and just put a staple on everything he started last year. We saw how the Chargers exposed him last year. Not necessarily him, but that offensive game plan. So this is the game for Mike McDaniels to be like, yo, you ain't got my number, dog. We got all the adjustments that we need. We're healthy. We're ready. Our defense is not as healthy as we want it to be, but I think Miami figures a way to win it by field goal.
Field goal. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. All right. I mess with it, y'all. Chargers, Miami. Let's go. On to what I thought was gonna. Cooper Kupp is out week 1. Los Angeles Rams heading up to Seattle. Seattle also doesn't have Jamal Adams, and I just went blank on somebody else's name. Somebody else isn't available week 1 that I just am missing right now.
Witherspoon is out.
Okay, yeah, Witherspoon. Shouldn't be a problem for Seattle to win this game by a touchdown, right? 10 points. Yeah, Seattle, give me a 10-point dub. I thought I was gonna say spoiler, man, but Cooper Kupp is out week 1. And if Cooper was there, he definitely would have gave y'all some problems. Now, I still pick him to win. But yeah, Seattle should just handle business in this case, man. Be the better team. I wish I can give more depth, but I'm a little upset that Cooper is out because dude's just dope to watch, man. So I'm going to take Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle by 10. And I think Stafford is, and McVay, I do think Stafford and McVay is going to poke some holes in the secondary that might get taken advantage of down the line. So we'll say that.
Yeah.
What y'all think about this Rams-Seattle game?
I'm going to go with Seattle, man. I'm going to go with Seattle by a touchdown, maybe even more. But I do think there's going to be some things exposed, specifically in the linebacker core. We got an older Bobby Wagner who's still all, I mean, I can't necessarily say he's all world, right? But the name itself comes with what it does. But I think that's where their weak spot is, unfortunately, is in their linebacker core. Not specifically Bobby Wagner, but that linebacking core over in Seattle, I think, is where there's some opportunity. You got Boye Mafe, you got Jordan Brooks, you got Bobby Wagner, and then Nwusu. I think that's going to be
nice.
exposed.
All right. Polly, what you think?
Well, I don't care about no damn Rams. They about to get dog walked by 20, man. Ain't nobody worried about that. They got Cam Akers running back. Man, he about to put up 3 yards. What the hell? We about to see 3 100-yard receivers in this game.
And he said 3-1.
And they all come from Seattle. So
They all come from Seattle. Hey, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, Seattle, go in there, take care of business, man. Just be the better team. Don't leave no breathing room, man. That's really all I can say. The Rams is, hey, Rams, man. You got your Super Bowl. You in Tampa, y'all done for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not like in a bad way, but yeah, y'all got what y'all got, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take the easy trip out. Take the easy trip out. All right. Oh, shoot. There was something I was supposed to bring up about Seattle. Bring it up next week. Oh, well. Dallas goes up to New York to play the Giants, or New Jersey, wherever the stadium is actually is. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys. Jerry World going up there to play big ball, day ball. And the guy, it's crazy. I say Jerry Jones. I don't even bring up Mike McCarthy. I don't like that guy. All right, y'all. Is Daniel Jones the truth? Is Vanilla Vic the truth? Is he going to be able to take advantage of this Dallas defense? Is he pulling the upset? Let me know.
No, he's not. But
it's gonna be close.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close game.
Close.
I think the Giants defense is going to start the era in Dallas where we hear the "We Want Trey" chants.
Ain't no "We Want Trey" chants week 1. Oh, you said started. You said started.
It's gonna start it. It's gonna start. You're gonna have the people that are critical about their team, the Dallas Cowboys fans that are actually critical about their team, be like, "Hey, we traded for a first round talent. We know what we gonna get from Dak."
There's Cooper Rush truthers out there.
Yeah,
there's Cooper Rush truthers out there, man.
My boy living up to his name, Trey. That boy staying.
Still think Trey Lance, the "We Want Trey" cheers are gonna start.
Yeah, I had to think about it the other day. We still don't technically know anything about Trey.
Nope.
We don't. We don't know this dude. We don't know this dude's personality. This dude could be a serial killer, low key behind doors.
He looked like Asuelu, low key.
Yeah, just racking up millions for no reason, bro. We still don't know nothing about this guy. Like, he's just one of the greatest mysteries in NFL history, bro. So that's gonna be crazy, man. Kayvon, what does brother Kayvon look like against this Dallas front? Said Kayvon, Sexy Dex, Leonard Williams, Bobby. Okay, y'all don't think they can do a little bit of damage this game? We said
I
it's
think
gonna
they
be
do.
close.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna be close.
I think they do. They're gonna do some damage. I don't think this is the Dallas O line that we are used to see. This is an aged Dallas O line, right? They still got a Zach Martin who's him. Yeah, they gave him a 99 on Madden, even though it should have been Lane Johnson and Kelsey, but whatever. But this is the older O line, man. I think we're going to see these young guys in New York eat. We're gonna see a whole lot of Sexy Dexies dance. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see that.
So my bad. I don't think we gave a matchup of the game for Miami and Chargers, but for me, that's just coaching.
Yeah.
That's the coaching game.
Yeah.
Chargers, Seattle, it's also coaching because Pete just win. You know what I'm saying?
Just win.
And for this game, I'm sorry, so go ahead. I just realized we probably missed that.
No, go ahead.
Nah, but on the Giants end, the matchup of the game for me is Dallas receivers against the Giants secondary. Because I think everything we like about the Giants defense is up front. On defensively and more okay now because of Bobby Okay. You know what I'm saying? So Brandon Cooks, CD Lamb, Michael Gallup versus this secondary, man, the Giants. And honestly, I think there is room with protection for them to kind of take advantage. Not like you said, I'm with y'all. I think the game will be close, but I think that might be the separator at the end of this game. But then I go to the other side and I'm like, man, maybe, I know Saquon usually gets his, but Jalen Hyatt's going to have some type of 50-yard play this game. The Giants haven't hidden that they're going to use him in that type of way. And I think it's just and I know he is more of a receiver than that, but when bro starts striding, bro, he just makes everybody look slow, bro.
Man.
Like he just makes everybody look slow, bro. And I think Waller and him can get a play or two enough, man, to keep, like I said, keep it close. I really do think I'm with y'all. This is going to be a close game. But I do think the deciding factor for me, matchup wise, will be Dallas's skill players versus the Giants secondary.
Those one-on-ones and joint practices with Jalen Hyatt was nasty.
Bro, even that first play, he burnt the hell out of Sauce. And people were like, oh, I said, bro, threw the ball like 6 yards out of bounds, bro. Like he had like 4 yards on that man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he had like 4 yards on that man. Like, bro, he's just one of them. He's like, God, the first person I thought of who I feel like separates like that. But it's like Deshaun Jackson, bro. Like when he starts going, bro, you see a clear difference in whoever he's running beside. So that's just crazy, bro. Bro really be floating. What's y'all matchup of the game? Matchup of the game, Cowboys Giants.
I think for me it's vice versa. I think it's New York's skill position versus Dallas's DBs. We don't know how Stephon Gilmore is going to be like. We don't know how Trayvon Diggs. I mean, he got a new contract, but he got a new contract. You know what I mean?
I like that.
We'll see.
I like that. I mess with that.
I'm gonna go with the strength of each team, man. I'm gonna go the O line of the Giants against the D line of the Cowboys.
All right.
We got Michael Parsons who's gonna be playing full-time DN. Next to the rest of that D line and Haskins, Lawrence, and I ain't even gonna try to say bro last name, Osa. But I want to see what that O line in New York does. We know Big Ball Dayball likes to run the rock, so.
Okay. I'm about to see. God, I should have pulled it up. All right. So close game. Who you guys got winning?
Dallas by 3.
Yeah, Dallas by field goal.
I'm also going to take Dallas by the field goal. Close game. All right, 9/11. Get up, you Americans. 9/11, we paying homage on this day, and they gave us a game for the boy. This game is going to blow the world up come Tuesday morning. Oh, God, that's probably the wrong
No pun intended, man. No pun.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Damn, take it easy.
Yeah,
take it easy, my guy.
My bad, Damn. I didn't even mean to say that.
He gonna tell the Americans to stand up first, and then he gonna say he gonna blow it up the next day.
Yeah. This
Dang.
hey, so okay.
They gave us this game way too early. I'm just saying that. They had no
This
choice,
is
but
I like I don't want to say it's too early. I think it's right because again they're gonna have another matchup. Told you I felt so New. Let me read the real quick, y'all. We talked about it when we was there, man, but we felt like they set up New York to either be everything they're hyped up to be or to be. We told y'all they suck because their opening games are Buffalo, Dallas, New England, Kansas City, Denver, Philly, and then they go into the bye week. And bro, like they kind of set the Jets up to either be told you this team was overrated or this team is everything we thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm
and
saying?
they put them on
So
Hard Knocks.
yeah, and they put them on Hard Knocks. So they are definitely, bro. It was only right for them to make them the Monday night game again. You know what I'm saying, against Buffalo. We saw what Buffalo did last year on their opening day game against the Rams, where they killed it. Right.
Mhm.
One off first game of the year with Josh Allen is probably the second worst guy you want to play in NFL. Is, you know what I'm saying? Him and Diggs. So all right, y'all. Matchup of the game for me is God. I feel like I've been saying this repeatedly, but to me, it really is coaching because on Buffalo's end, Les Frazier is no longer the defensive coordinator. Ken Dorsey's still the OC, so Sean McDermott's going to be taking over what is assumingly defensive play calling. Sean McDermott's a DC, so he's cool with that. But on New York's end, you got Robert Saleh, who brings over Nathaniel Hackett as offensive coordinator. And everybody is so talking up this New York Jets defense to where I think on a player for player level, I still think Buffalo is just a better team. But I do got my little concerns about what this new coaching setup could look like for both teams. So that's kind of where I'm like, who is more well prepared in this moment? And I'm definitely going to trust Buffalo to be more prepared than I am New York, who kind of just got together on the offensive side. And
Mhm.
so,
I think Buffalo wins by 2 touchdowns, man. And my matchup of the game is gonna be Stephon Diggs against Sauce. This is one of those the savvy veteran who still got it against the young cat that comes into the league that's just like, hey, nah. This is the I ain't saying Stephon Diggs is that, but this is the LeBron versus Zion Williams game where it's like, hey, it's not yours yet. I'm still him.
gotcha.
I think mine is pretty much vice versa. It's Garrett Wilson and
Trey
Trey
White?
Trey White.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a nasty matchup. I mean, Aaron Rodgers been building up Garrett Wilson like he's like another 17 that he's played before. Like, we'll find out. Trey White's Trey White's your first matchup, my guy. So
Yeah.
so we'll find out. So I think I still got the Jets winning just because their overall defense. I think it's way better than Buffalo's. Honestly, they lost a lot of depth, linebacker wise. I think
Yeah.
that's going to help the running game a lot for
Von's
New
still
York.
not
So
healthy.
yeah,
Von be out.
Mhm.
Whew. All right. So Shoy's got Buffalo winning by 2 touchdowns. I got Buffalo by 6. Bale has the Jets winning.
Yeah, I got the Jets by 7, by touch.
Damn.
All right. So that will wrap up our pick'ems for week 1. To rattle them off one last time, as a whole. My winners will be Chiefs over the Lions, Carolina over Atlanta, Cincinnati over Cleveland, Jacksonville over Indy, Minnesota over Tampa, New Orleans over the Titans, Pittsburgh over 49ers, Washington over the Cardinals, Baltimore over the Texans, Green Bay game of the week over Chicago, Denver over the Raiders, Philly over New England, Chargers over Miami, Seattle over the Rams, Dallas over the Giants, and Buffalo over the Jets. And the disagreements was, Fale says Atlanta's going to whip Carolina's candy. that was that was one of them. Where else did we have a disagreement at?
Tennessee, New Orleans.
Tennessee, New
Tennessee, New
Orleans.
Orleans was the other disagreement.
I got Tennessee winning.
It's very, very rare that most of them match up. So this is why it's kind of weird. That's why I named off mine.
Pittsburgh?
I think I went
We all
Pittsburgh.
had
We all had
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You had the Raiders, right?
Yeah, I had Raiders.
Yeah, Denver,
And the
Las
Raiders.
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Miami.
So I had
LA.
Miami.
I had Miami.
Yeah, it's very rare that we have this many that are the same, y'all. So that's what's kind of weird and frustrating. It's not frustrating because it's just not as used to having that many together. All right. Give me your. Okay, 3 questions. 3 questions right off the top. Best rookie quarterback performance of week 1 goes to
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. Team with the most defensive touchdowns.
Defensive touchdowns?
The Eagles.
Oh,
Only need 2. I don't think no team's gonna get more. What is the team gonna spam up defensive touchdowns?
Minnesota.
Ooh,
That's a good
team
one.
with the most Minnesota. Ooh,
I'm gonna go Philly, man. I'm gonna go Philly. Mac Jones he's gonna be hurt.
Team with the most defensive touchdowns. That's a good one.
No, I changed it. It's gonna be New York. New York Giants.
You're trying
The Giants?
You have them losing.
I got them losing. They gonna get 2 though.
2?
They gonna get 2.
Oh, this is a tough question to ask, but that is spicy. The Giants is
They
crazy.
gonna get 2.
I was gonna go Washington. I'm gonna go Washington.
Washington's a good pick. Yeah.
Washington.
That's crazy.
Leading rusher after week 1.
Leading rusher. Nick Chubb.
Hey, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift.
Oh my Lord.
Leading rusher after week 1.
DeAndre Swift.
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall. But they also got Dalvin Cook, so will he get enough touches?
My answer without being biased is Raheem Mostert. The Chargers still haven't shown me that they can stop the run.
Let me take it back. My bad. Let me take it back. Derrick Henry. Derrick's getting a good 160. Let me take it back.
Is that because of your hate for New Orleans or just because you don't trust the defense?
No, it's just Derrick Henry. It's just Derrick Henry, bro. I'm just I'm just not gonna overthink it. It's just Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's either Nick Chubb or Lamar Jackson. It's one of those 2.
Lamar Jackson.
No, it's just Derrick Henry. I'm just gonna trust that Derrick Henry can get his. Leading receiver. Best receiver. Receiver performance of week 1.
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin. Who I like Devontae Adams. I still like Taylor Cook.
P2 is coming up though. P2 is, yeah.
Christian Watson.
Oh. Very interesting.
Damn.
Most put a bullet on that, put a name on that bullet. Most disappointing player of week 1.
Derek Carr. You can stamp it. Guarantee.
All right. Most disappointing player of week 1.
Damn, most disappointing player of week 1.
Yeah, it was either Derek Carr or Brock Purdy. It was one of those 2.
I like the Brock Purdy answer.
Yeah, I feel like that was in the analysis, but I don't feel like he's going to be most disappointing.
Yeah.
Most disappointing player in week 1.
Damn. I think I'm going to say it. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it.
You're going to say Patrick
DJ
Mahomes?
Moore.
Oh, DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Damn, they did trade a lot for that. Yeah.
Damn.
Because I think the expectation is for DJ to do 9, 130, and a TD. You know, I've seen these games before. And this is a game that he gives you 4, 54, and a pissed off drop.
Most disappointing player is gonna be Nick Bosa.
Oh,
I'm gonna go on the defensive end,
after-
man.
after
Nick
the
Bosa, he gonna
contract.
sign a big contract. And then Debo on the other side in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin about to just be like, yeah, all right. Hey,
all right.
let him come free. Jalen Warren, light him up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, y'all. Any final thoughts before we get up out of here? Any final thoughts?
Hey, I saw this breakdown and analysis that has the Eagles beating the Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dolphins can win their own division
Damn.
and make the playoffs.
I picked the Dolphins to win the division, but I just like the Dolphins as a playoff matchup isn't good though. They're like they just don't match up well with other playoff teams to me.
Yeah, they gotta have like the perfect situation for them to win a playoff game.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like, I mean, but if you told me they was there, I would still pick Philly to win.
Yeah, no
Like
final
I
thoughts, man.
like I would.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
think
would.
that-
Like if they
I think that
like
would
if
be
they
an
was there
easy
and that was the
dub,
matchup, I
honestly.
would pick. You said the what?
I think that would be an easy dub for the Eagles, honestly, against the Dolphins in the Super Bowl if they did.
Be interested to see it though.
I
but-
can tell you the player I'll be watching all season though is going to be why the hell I can't think of his name? Oh, Justin
shoot.
Fields. Justin Fields. I'm watching Justin Fields all season.
We should have did that too. Real quick. We got 10 minutes. MVP is
Week 1,
no MVP of the year. Season awards.
Lamar Jackson.
Most valuable
Lamar
player.
Jackson. Oh, yep. Me and him on the same lane.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I got
Lamar
I got
Jackson.
T-Law. Offensive player of the year.
Devontae Smith.
Who's the player of the year? Oh my god.
I got Justin Herbert.
Ooh,
Herbert.
that ain't bad.
I think
I got
he's
Devontae.
gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna repeat of Jettas.
Repeat Jettas. Defensive player of the year.
TJ Watt.
Told you I picked TJ, but my heart I want to take Max Crosby.
He's TJ, I think. Dang. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons.
Micah. All right. Offensive rookie of the year.
That's a rookie of the year.
Richardson. AR. With a sleeper, Jordan Addison. Got that from you.
Bryce Young.
Defensive rookie of the year. It's Will Anderson Jr.
Will Anderson. Yeah, Will Anderson.
Christian Gonzalez.
Woo!
I think he's
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year.
Mike Tomlin.
Tom, damn. Damn.
Between Mike Tomlin and Mike McDaniels.
Robert Saleh.
Okay. Ooh. Smooth.
Damn.
All right. That's the season award winners. Quick prediction. We'll jump back week 8 or so, maybe week 4. See if we want to double back on that. All right, y'all. We've been running it. Thank y'all for any final thoughts before we wrap it up. Fully wrap it up now.
Go.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us, being with us. Vita, Moonwalk, Bale, Soy Sauce. We are out. We will see you guys back next week. Make sure you gamble responsibly, love generously, and click that button and sub for us and share it with your mama and her friends. Thank you, y'all. We out.